I do find it bizarre how the Americans describe Christmas time as holiday. Surely any day can be a holiday. It's just a day you're not doing the normal things you need to do. Anyway, that's completely beside the point. This is called Stories of Liane, I presume it is pronounced, and chapter 1 is the only one that we have. I'm going to have so much faith in this game that I'm not even going to piddle around with the settings. We're just going to get straight on with it, because I don't want to do many jump cuts in this. So, this is apparently a sort of spooky, dark, narrative sort of game. Earth is gone. That's a bit of... That sounds a bit of a shame. Those have died, with the exception of those that left. Excellent. Corporate space race began in a search for a new home. There are stories that took place during that era of history. Oh, okay. This is a bit further in the future than I thought. Okay. Ahem. Oh, thank you.
Alright. Lewis? Lewis, I just landed at the crash site.
Whoa, that was fast.
You know me, I'm a professional.
Professional, yes. Always on time, no.
I'm just a little on edge. You heard the report.
You know how the news spins things. You'll be fine. Get in, get the insurance claim, and get out. Problem solved. I'm sure Alison is there waiting for you.
I hope so.
Right. Madam Private Investigator that I am, very professional. Subtitles being lined up with the dialogue, slightly less professional. But anyway, we won't worry about that. We'll just get on with life, shall we? Game saved. I ain't done nothing yet, mate. Calm down. Idiot. And I don't know if you can die in this game. Apparently I don't think there's much gameplay, for want of better terminology. I think it's mostly a sort of a wander around and analyse the story and walk into invisible barriers, but admire the slightly jaguar-shaped spaceship, which is kind of cool. So is this the ship that they were talking about in the exposition? Because apparently that's a better word for describing this sort of thing than preface. Or preposition. Big, dark, crashed.
It's strange.
Lump of metal in the floor.
The exterior hull has sustained major damage, but the structure seems intact. I wouldn't be surprised if the inside is still mostly structurally sound.
Interesting. Any idea what could have caused it?
No. There should be a multitude of systems in place to stop this from happening.
Maybe someone altered those systems?
So the system that prevents a ship from crashing into the ground might be, I don't know, the engine? Anyway, I'm going to stop making fun of the writing, and I'm going to admire the flowers.
Okay. There's another door in the back of the main room. The passcode is 7426.
And you're sure that's the code?
Well, I'm pretty sure. I mean...
You don't know?
I can't guarantee it.
Oh my god. I'm going to die.
Come on, trust me for once.
Madam, I don't quite know how to put this to you, but I have, as you probably know, failed miserably when it comes to finding the correct passcode for many a door. And I've never died from it, not yet anyway. So, turns out we didn't need a passcode. He just waltzed right in. Spiffing. Very pretty.
Inside the ship. Lewis?
It's shockingly dark.
Lewis, that's not funny. Shit.
Game save. Again, I still don't feel like I've done an awful lot that merits a save. Ah, those are the bolts. Like you see right here. Those are the bolts. Those are not eyes in the goop. Eyes in the goop watching me. Okay. So let's have a little look around and see what we can find. The year is 2652 and we haven't moved on from a landline and a books folder and a fan. Okay. I'm guessing these are like semi-free assets that they have added into the game. Because I would imagine in 600 years, no matter how many disasters the Earth undergoes, and no matter how much of humanity has died, I imagine we have moved on from a landline. I know we moved on from a landline in those 600 years, because we've already moved on from landlines. Okay, mails and tools. Okay, well, let's go. Well, some might say they're the same thing. Activate power station. Program restarts power in the upper quadrant and activates the emergency power generation if needed. Warning, this will remove the security station lockout currently in effect. Yeah. I guess. Good. Security concerns. There's some words and stowaways that stuck aboard the ship. Probably low levels didn't pay their fee. I'm talking to Zhao of his routine surveillance to go check out the lower decks. In the meantime, lock down the security deck, seal off the entryway. I don't want to risk more trespassers coming on board. Keep your eyes peeled, as always. Report back if you notice any strange behaviour. I don't know how much longer we can hold it here. The doors are going to break. Please send backup. Okay, how do I get out of this? Oh, okay, just by walking away from it. That's quite a nice way of doing things. Never mind, it doesn't matter. It's like, seriously. Like, we can go to space. You can go to space and travel to different planets, but we can't invest in a small SD card. Never mind. Maybe it's like meant to be sort of retro, like Alien. Alien had like retro tech in it, didn't it? But I mean that was back in the 80s.
7436. Okay.
I completely forgotten about that. Yay! Hooray! Lewis was not an idiot. No signal? Oh, don't be sad. It'll all be alright. I mean, probably not, but if it is, it's going to be me that dies and not the little face on the screen. Okay. Looked weird. That's quite nicely animated for an indie game. Okay, so I don't know as that word.
Just take a deep breath, Anna.
I don't know as that word is wholly accurate. Like egotist, maybe. Bit bizarre. This just seems a bizarre statue to me, because without the name you wouldn't know who it was, and also this is a spaceship. And surely in a spaceship, like, every millimetre of space is extremely valuable. How is that staying there? That's mysterious. I've got my eye on you. I've also got my eye on you, because I don't trust you either. Maybe they're not really calculators and box folders and landlines. Maybe they're aliens. They're shape-shifting. And they're here to kill us all. Either that, or they're just slightly weird choices of assets. I don't know. This is a warning that we'll be passing through Uncharted Nebula for approximately the next 7 hours. It's vital you find a safe location to continue working or leave the facility. What? Oh, KCR management. Sorry, that's KFC management. Just thinking something's gone a little bit funny. Hope this email finds you well. Our family is having a difficult time with the recent death of our son. If it's all possible, we would like to request an extension for this month's travel payments. Our son normally helps us with our payments, and we were instructed to find additional work due to pre-existing medical conditions. We are very grateful for the opportunities given to us. We would like to continue living here. If given an extension, this month's payment and the next will be paid in full by the end of next month. We've reviewed your account and we cannot extend you payments in the future. Okay. Tell the bridge to make a course correction immediately, 15 degrees starboard, and stay on that trajectory until further notice. Are you sure you wanted to do that? They were put on a direct course with the Kevlar Nebula. I must respectfully remind you that zone has not yet been charted or even scouted. Is this the best course of action? Yes, we are sure. We do not require your expertise. Do it. If you have a problem with that, we will continue this conversation in my office. Okay. So there was some dispute of what to do. Don't trust her. This is an indie game. You're not supposed to trust anybody. If you trust anybody, you die. Trust me. I've worked that out. if you trust me, you might die as well. Or I might die because of these invisible barriers that are driving me up the wall. Never mind. I shall trot on, and I suppose we'll head up here. Look up these fancy staircase.
Access denied.
Well, that's very rude. Haven't even said hello yet. Oh. Okay, I was expecting to be toasted. Have like a nice, you know, char-grilled dark lines across me after that. But never mind, this looks like an arrow, so I suppose I shall continue in this direction. Perhaps I can find us an authorization code, or shut down some security or something in order to let me continue on through there. What does this say?
She's
Weapons-free zone.
Surely she's
Who? The statue woman? See, this is a perfectly acceptable thing to have on a spaceship. A tree. Maybe not a big statue of a faceless naked person. And a face naked person was absolutely fine. Not a faceless one. Come on, don't be weird and creepy. Oh, gosh. I see even in 600 years we haven't gotten past corporate meetings. Great. Okay. Those, yeah, all those doors are shut, judging by the red lights on them. Just leading to more corporate meetings. I like the smoke effects. They work quite nicely. I'm going to start hallucinating.
Well,
Wild things will I see.
sorry.
Okay, looks like we've got another code here.
Can I find past?
Yeah, okay, so it's not going to be the same one we used before. There'll be another one somewhere. It might be written down on a piece of paper in this very dark office. They get nice snazzy desks, which I suppose is something. Ugh. Doesn't look like I can read or interact with any of these papers here, so I thought that was a body for a minute. I thought that was like a pair of legs and a bum, and the body was hanging off down there. Right, anything else here? I don't see anything except much booze. Let's not read some mail because it's basically impossible to see from here. Emergency door, station-wide curfew is now in effect. All workers must return to their sleeping quarters or offices until further notice. Failure to do so will result in immediate employment termination. Will be executed on site. Giddy aunt. This email is to inform you of a passcode change regarding the maintenance shaft. The new one is 8932. Please not share this information with anyone outside. I'm going to break formality. What is going on? I get it, you're tired, you want some time off. That does not mean sneaking into the maintenance hall. We're not looking. What? It's already a bad hole. Who knows what could get in there? We're in space. I don't want to have to deal with brain-eating amoebas on top of cleaning the bathrooms. Something a bit bizarre is going on here. But don't worry about it. It's 8932, and as much as I want to go over there and explore, he says, changing his mind immediately, I'm walking into another invisible barrier. Whoop-de-doodle. Never mind. What was it? 8932? I hope so. 8932. Hooray. Okay, so this is the sneaky maintenance shaft where people were breaking in here to relieve themselves or something. The use of colour and light and smoke is done extremely well. Much better than I'd expect for something like this. Almost movie quality. Which in a video game is much more difficult to do. What does this say? This is the laboratory. A lab coat must be worn in this area. Well, I've got a coat on. Okay, so we're looking for someone specific. I don't know who, though. A big gun. Can't have it, though, can I? Obviously not. Ooh, a person. I think. Some of a person. A bit of a person. Whatever's left over of a person. Okay, that's the way to the bridge. Okay, get out. Okay, I'm beginning to see what you were a bit, worried about now. Nice armor. Very nice armor indeed. Reminds me a little bit of, the elites from Halo, but also kind of the armor from Dead Space as well. Sort of a weird mashup of a few different bits and bobs, which seems quite likely. Okay, I don't know what that big red thing is. It's either like a Sith skyscraper or some sort of Gideon and nearly walked off there. Or, ew. Like some sort of reactor or something? I don't know. Have I been in there? No. No, definitely not. There's big canisters of something down there. I haven't been in there. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, here we are. Maybe we can use the staircase to get down there. Anything exciting? No. Just lab equipment for boring science stuff. Isn't that my name?
Why is her name on the wall?
Our name? Okay, am I looking for like a member of my family? Like my sister or something? Perhaps? Okay, this is the way to the reactor, apparently. Which is why in reactors you have great big design tables, and many guns, and grenades, and rifles. All those things that reactors work on. Okay, I'm guessing there was some sort of uprising, some sort of battle here. There was a big punch-up. A password? Hint? 5 characters? Ah, here we are. Again. Correct name. Okay, so there must be a passcode here somewhere. Change your passwords. Breaches are happening too often. Fix it. IT department. That's a very nice gun. Reminds me of the big pistols in Destiny. The ones that really blew up. That's a big knife. Okay, enough about the big knives. There's got to be... John. Out of interest, what's my name? This I can't remember. I can't remember what my name was. I was wondering whether that was 5 letters long. Because if this is my, and I presume... No, it was Anna. Okay, right. So it wasn't 5 letters then. No. Okay. I thought it might have been my name since we're presumably related in some capacity, but perhaps not. Okay. I can't see anything that has a passcode written on it. I'm not supposed to interact with this, am I? Standing next to a massive piece of dilapidated machinery that's just gone boom. That couldn't possibly lead to illness, sickness, and death. Dismemberment. Oh, a ladder. Can I go up here? No, I can't. I may be a private investigator, but I can't lift my knees up. Lovely stuff. Okay, it looks like there might be something interesting back there. Can I go through... climb over any of this stuff? No, I can't. So I can't access that back corridor then. What was the name? Oh no, that was just the surname, wasn't it? It wasn't the first. It wasn't the first name as well. I thought that might be in the passcode. Okay, let me have another little look around and see if I can figure out what this password might be. That's a lot of dead bodies. That's a shockingly tiny little gun, mate. You had your choice of all these massive weapons and you picked that little tiny one. I'm not surprised you died, you goose. Right. I mean, literally, look, there's a gun the size of yourself here, and you went for that tiny little thing. Silly Billy, honestly. Okay, if I could just stop clambering over all of the dead bodies for 5 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if the code to the bridge is in that computer, but I have to find the password. It's presumably got to be written down somewhere in this immensely dark world. I just can't find it. Was the surname, not the first name, because I is a twit. Chat history with Sarah. There's a 4-digit number there, but I don't know if that's going to be right. Thanks for showing me the new component you've been working on. Could be a great fix for the problem. Yada yada yada. Rubbish, rubbish, rubbish. Going to bed. Lots of missed calls in the middle of the night. Something has gone very wrong. Did you verify this? Of course it's been verified. Meet me in my office in 10 minutes. Update on what's going on. There's another number there as well. A few days ago, Sarah and I fletched some encrypted documents being sent out over our servers. Turns out the upper management does not care about finding a new home for us. They believe it's more profitable for us to live here, and drugging us using the substance I designed to keep us complacent. I apologise, and I didn't know what their intent was for the substance. I would never have done it if they knew what it was to be used for. They told us it was for sedating prisoners in the VR experience. Evaded some promising homes for humanity on our journey. Our corporation went so far as to destroy some of them. It turns out there have always been options for us, but they've been hidden from our view. We are not standing for this anymore. They have silenced so many of us, but if enough of us know and fight, we can prevail. We're going to find a solution. It will be quiet for a few days, lay low, continue your routines. We will have a plan to strike back soon. This is probably the code then. Finally have a plan to take them all out. We have hacked into the controls of the bridge in Sector B, control the management offices, emergency escape craft. The plan is to create chaos, making the station seem to emergency land to the nearest planet so we can rush the management offices where they will all be, thinking they can escape the ship. We will disable it after this station has landed, force the power surge in the generator and regroup the coordinates. You'll need the code. It's 4927, an immensely itchy neck. Hope to see you again when this is all done. So 4927. Interesting. So it seems this was a research station, but also a spaceship. I don't know. I'm going to guess it moved around a bit at least. And their mission would appear to be to find a new place, a new planet for humanity to settle on. 4927? I think it was 4927. But the higher-ups at the station weren't that interested in finding a place and were more interested in developing things that they could sell. 4927. Yay! I remembered it correctly! Ugh. Management always gets the nice comfy chairs and we always get the rock-hard solid ones. But then again, management seems to have died. Quite a lot.
Allie, what have you done?
I think she staged a bit of a mutiny. So these people are dressed in a different sort of armour. It's got different colours on it. Yeah, different to this stuff. So possibly they were members of management? Let's see if we can find anything else here. Any tools we can play around with? An audio log has been received. I'm not doing that.
Message to the Kaleidoscope Center of Research Management. This is Alice and Liane, or 6724. You said your goal was to help humanity. All you have done is lie to us. I now know that your intent was for the substance I designed. You think it will keep us from knowing the truth and the root of your hypocrisy? No. We will fight to ensure that this substance is out of the hands of people who will abuse it. By any means necessary.
Interesting. So that was quite a nice little relaxed beginning to things. I'm not convinced about how dark everything was, and obviously the subtitles needed a tiny bit of work, but the story itself was quite interesting. I wouldn't have minded a little bit more information about the link between myself and this woman that we were searching for, because I thought we were more just curious about why that ship crashed rather than having like a personal score to settle, as it were. So possibly a little bit of further analysis in that connection would make a little bit more sense. And it said something about exploring stories through different perspectives, so potentially we've had a little bit of an understanding about how sort of what the story is from one person's viewpoint, and then in chapters 2 and 3 we might play different characters and see things from like different perspectives, different times, different locations, and sort of analyze the same story from like 3 different angles, which could be a very interesting way of doing things. But as a beginning, this does show a lot of promise. It's very pretty. The use of light is lovely. The sort of hallucinogenic effects when you walk into the gas is done absolutely fantastically. The little flowers outside move very nicely. The rain could do with a tiny bit of work, but this does show an awful lot of potential. It seems very interesting. It just needs a little bit of shoring up hither and thither, and obviously it needs to have a little bit more there, but obviously that will happen when chapters 2 and 3 come along, and when they do, I intend to play them.
It was a pretty normal day for me, riding in the outer rim as always. Not many prizes though. I was pretty close from getting back home. And then I saw this ship, right there, standing still and undamaged. No signal, No radio feedback. Scans returning nothing. I could have passed, but I'm a curious one.
Finally, some convincing voice acting in an itch.io game. What will they think of next? So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to something called Solis. I believe it is pronounced. Press F to toggle flashlight. Okay, I have done that thing. Oh, blast.
Alright, I can't detect any power here. Let's find some.
Can I, I'm sorry, what? Hang on a second. Okay, so W and A don't do anything. Q sends you right. D sends you left. S sends you backwards. And Z sends you forwards. Something has gone horribly wrong. Give me a moment. Okay, that's a thing that you can choose. Like, on purpose. If you're a crazy person? Is that like if you've got the keyboard a different way round? No, you'd have to have it upside down, and then the left and right would be reversed. Who uses that? Never mind. That's beside the point. Hooray! It's using the correct keys again. Okay, let's go this way. This looks exciting. Emergency generator. That might have some power in it. Let's go this way. Let's not go this way, because I can't interact with anything here. I probably should look up some sort of control scheme. What about this way? No, not this way either. Goodness, this is not my lucky day, is it? No, not this way either. Oh, hang on, is that like a control pad? It's a single white pixel. Click to use. Rebooting.
Here we go.
Yay! Press R to toggle wiring tool. Oh, okay, it's like detective mode, and it shows me where all the wires lead. Oh. Cool. Bizarre, but cool, okay. Bit weird, bit unique, bit interesting. I like it. Okay, so can I now get my flashlight running? Pressing F isn't doing anything, so, can I further interact with this? Wire plug. What? Oh. I'm rerouting the wire to get this door working? Is that the idea? Yeah, can I use this now? No, I can reroute it again, but how do I interact with it to get it all sort of working? You know, to actually open the door, because I presume I didn't do this for fun. I've got a fire extinguisher though, if nothing else. Good, I'm useful for bashing my head into later if I can't figure out how this works and I eventually need to kill myself. Okay, maybe it's the other door that needs to be operated. Ah, this seems a bit more promising. There we are. That's a bit better. It's extremely dark.
Back when I needed.
Excellent. We've got some like fascinating. I've never seen a mechanic like that. That's the sort of thing they do in Star Trek all the time. Lovely to see it in the video game at last. Bedrooms, kitchen, and living room. Well, you know, living in space for such a long amount of time means a man has certain needs. Please let me into the bedroom. No? Oh, alright then. Is there a cable? Yeah, there is a cable. I might be able to get the bedrooms open, but it might take a while.
I might be able to salvage something.
Okay, let's have a read. What? Oh, these are like little bits of information. Order of mission for Project Solis. Trial team, some scientists, medics, geneticists, IT, security and pilot. Security alert, code red, evacuation team is on its way. We have to secure ourselves until then. Meeting in 5 in the living room. Phase 0 went as planned, nothing more, nothing less. Results are stable, all subjects got their routine according to our timetable. I guess it's not so bad. Tonight, we all watched a movie while Henry was keeping an eye on them. Finally, a bit of rest. I wasn't sure I could bear staying here with the team, but it's okay. Still a long way to go, but that'll do, especially if it's a success. How was it? Good, good. The ship is nice. Nothing fancy, but it'll do. I miss you. Me too, honey. It's going to be a bit long, but hang on. I'm sure you'll cope with it. You've a lot of experience in dealing with long things, darling wife of mine. Press tab to access journal. Oh, I see. So this is like the item that I found. This is the various different bits of information I got out of it. Goodness! This is so professional. Completely unlike the last thing I tried to play. Let's not have a conversation about that and focus on this much more nice game. Okay, so what have we got back here? Some sort of office space? Dearie me, this is most messy. You people need a paperweight if you're going to live in such a windy office. Could I maybe salvage some of this wiring? To allow myself to reroute some more stuff, perhaps? I don't know. Lots of computers.
What happened here? No sign of anyone. It looked clean and very messy at the same time. They just ran away suddenly, it seemed.
Most mysterious. What have we got here? Another tablet? I shall have this as well. Okay, we've got some more information here. And is your pilot confident about what? Your location? Is it safe? Hidden? You know as much as me, we can't stay hidden out here, but he seems to be dead serious about this place. It's basically a void. Nobody comes here. Radars? Should be okay. Plenty of asteroids to cover us. To supervisor, is that a word? Pre-report? Oh, there should be a hyphen in there. That's why I got confused. Current phase 1 results right on track. Our initial simulation suggested we can see visible results in our subjects. 6 of 7 show progress. Detailed reports currently being processed, but the expected visual signs are present. All of them straighten their threshold? Bizarre phrasing. The last of the 7 is not responsive. After a couple of tests run, we decided to leave him on phase 1 medication and proceed with phase 2. We obviously never plan to move on without all of our subjects, but the data extracted is great. Order of mission, yeah, this seems to be the same as before, sort of a roster, as it were. And again, the security code. Presumably this is sort of information that was sent out to everybody. For example, this sort of emergency call thing sent out to all of the data devices so that everybody could see it, and that's why it's in all of them. Fascinating. I'm glad to see that even though we got into space, the Coca-Cola Corporation is still going strong. I see some things never change. Interesting. So I don't know as I have an objective much more than just wander about and have a bit of fun. Got any more cables? Yeah, I think if I maybe go down here I might be able to find something I can rewire. Ooh, some bloody footprints. Okie dokie, let's see. Okay, this is another way to the bedroom and storage.
And there was this blood. Was it why they left this place? An accident?
or a murder, perhaps? No, Agatha Christie, the 24th century cases. It's one of the bedrooms, but I don't seem to be able to access this yet. Yeah, there's lots of cables which should allow me to get into these rooms, but I need to find something I can sort of run it off first. Spooky pooky noises. Stop with the spooky pooky noises. Oh! Yeah, I'd completely forgotten that's what we were looking for, mate. Sorry. Very pretty. They've sort of done it in a pixelized way, which is nice, but not overdone it, which is cute. Okay, what have we got here? This is not a generator, this is a bedroom. Best not look at these magazines, they're probably full of alien pornography. Which is frankly all the more reason to look at them. But we'll not deal with that right now. Let's just see. Can I rewire? Here we are. I can rewire some stuff from here. Emergency generator fault. Oh gosh. Last. Okay, I don't think I can interact with this then. I'm gonna have to go and find something else. Yeah, I completely agree, mate, but I hasn't told how to do that because I haven't got space mechanics as part of my degree program. Yeah, definitely can't interact with that, and I can't see anything else that I can interact with, so I guess I'm going to have to trot off and search someplace else. I haven't got a sprint either, which is a little irritating given how large this place is, but never mind. Give me a moment, I'll just wander around and see if I can find anything else that I could run some cables off.
Is that welded?
Oh, this you mean? Not that. There must be something spooky in the East Wing. Must be something very, very spooky. Either that or just a really annoying co-worker and they got a bit sick of him and wanted to play a little prank on him. I could see that kind of thing happening. Yeah, this is welded as well. They definitely don't want folks going into the East Wing. Fascinating. So is this a massive television screen? It is, isn't it? Giddy, aren't? I'm glad to see we've got our priorities straight in the future. Okay, it's working now. I didn't do anything. I just tried interacting with it without the wiring overlay on it, and for some reason that meant it worked. Okay. Right, let's invade these people's privacies and examine all of their bedrooms and see what we can find. Is that a Space Invader? Is that a Space Invader made of post-it notes? Kind of adorable. Also kind of disturbing. Right, the people still remember that after all these years. Righty-ho. After all their years, I mean, not after all that way. Right, okay, so there's nothing particularly important in that bedroom. Can I get in this one? Yeah, okay, right, so you just need to click on things in order to get things open. Oh no, the poor plants. I'm so sad. Go cry and poison Ivy's shoulder, mate. Righty-ho. Okay, nothing in that bedroom either. Let's get this one. Glad you don't have to be too precise with your clicking. That door's already open. Let's have a try with this one. Okay, I see fashion hasn't moved on much from in all of the years it's taken us in order to get to space. Assuming that we even are human, you know, it could be a bunch of bright blue people for all I know. Right, okay, let's run the cable over here and connect to this box. There we are. And that allows me two cables, which lets me in here. Yeah, here we are. Okay. So we've got another staircase up there. Hang on, isn't this where we... Oh, right, that was the door. That's not another staircase, it's the same staircase as before. Phil, you freaking idiot. Never mind. Ignore how stupid I am. I know it's difficult, but please try. Oh, I'm wrong. Okay, something went a bit funny there, but never mind. Let's go have a look in these other bedrooms, see what we can find. Anything interesting in here? Somebody had a bit of an accident. Oh dear.
Who leaves a body behind? Or more exactly, why? Was it really an accident? Or like a cover-up?
I see that even in the future we haven't progressed beyond putting the word like in sentences where it really don't need to be there. Never mind. What have we got in here? Only two pieces this time. Security alert. And hey James, can you remind me of what the name of the software for the data packing? Someone has been making a mess. Sort of. Tons of data saved. I wasn't expecting that much. I need to find a different solution. Sure, I'll upload you that on the share space. Okay. Like a non-branded version of Google Drive. Okay. This is a fascinating mechanic. I've never seen something like this before. Absolutely fascinating. Relatively simple, but that's good because it means you can get your head around it. And it don't make things too confusing for a dimwit like me. Right, what's we got here? Aura, send me the blueprints for the custom K-18. Is everything alright? Please, I need it. File transfer. Are you okay, Anton? That takes me back. You've got me worried. That's the security alert again. Discussion transcript. This message was generated automatically. Anton, please calm down. Yes, right, okay. I just killed a man. And I want you to understand that it will be fine. You need to know that collateral damage was part of our contract. S3 attacked. You replied you were covered. Okay, I don't really get what's going on. So that's how it is, right? Contracts and stuff, nothing else. Look, I know you guys are perfectly fine doing whatever you're doing with them and not caring about the consequences, but I'm not like this. May I suggest you get yourself together? We don't need someone freaking out on the ship right now, nor after the mission's over. Take your time, rest a bit, let the cat in, but keep in mind, we still need you. Transcript end, 0 errors. If you know it's an error, surely you can fix it. Well, presumably. Maybe he stabbed him with a screwdriver, or hit him over the head with a big box. This is a question we'll never have the answer to. Okay. the cat has been dealt with, and the cable doesn't go any further than here, so we'll leave it there for the time being. So yeah, we're going to need to run the cables off through here in order to access any of these other rooms. So let me go back to the staircase. I see, so I think what this was is this is like an unpowered box. There's nothing wrong with it, it just needs electricity. So I need to run the power to it in order to like continue the pathway, as it were. So let me run this along here. What have we got here? Oh, okay, that's just a door we've already got open. We don't worry about that. Yeah, let me try running it through here. Yeah, there we are. Excellent. I'll have a degree in mechanical engineering by the time the evening's out. Let's see. Again, that opens a door we've already got. We don't need to worry about that. Come here. Let's go and check out this final bedroom. What kinky mischief went on in here? Oh my Gideon, it wasn't a bedroom, it was a basement. It's full of blood, the flashlight's flickering, and my Gideon, I think I'm about to die.
I was speechless. It's not every day you deal with bodies just left there, let alone death itself. This was... I mean, I had no explanation. What or who could have done such a thing?
What, you mean dented a big hole in the wall? Some intergalactic space hulk? I don't know. Red alert again? Yes. Raid, tell me... Ride, I've got no idea how you pronounce that name. Getting some strange results here, tell me. I don't know how it is possible, but S5, I'm guessing these are designations for the different test subjects they were experimenting on. Seems to be on a higher dose of Solis than was planned. How could that be? You lowered the protocol. You followed the protocol, right? I did, strictly. Listen, I don't want anyone pointing fingers at anyone or anything, but this is weird, and I thought you should be aware of it. Indeed, could this be linked to the behavioural incidents we've seen in him? Too early to say, but perhaps. Following the S5 incident, here's the current situation. Normal subject, keen, docile. First results normal, slightly ahead of simulations, seems to be on a higher dose of Solis than other subjects, still needs to determine how it happened. Multiple incidents started to show deregulations. He became unstable? I think you mean unstable. Attacked someone in the medical bay and attacked S1 in the corridor. We are unable to find a way to stop him. Caleb is expressing doubts that we could even do something at all. And Mr. Unpronounceable is currently working on what could be our next step.
The other people still. What could have happened to them?
So I'm guessing this Solis is perhaps a drug of some kind? Has this got a cable running to it? No, it doesn't, so we may not be able to open this. Oh, it's got floor cables! Oh, fascinating. Yeah, these look a lot more sort of bodged than previously. I see, so you can fix those, you just have to fix them when you haven't got your wiring overlay on, which is a little bizarre, but anyway. Okay, let's run this one over here and see what we've got attached to the medical bay. Possibly some sort of office or a storage area? Yeah, definitely some offices. I'm not seeing any more tablets that might explain what was going on. Anyway, did I finish my sentence? Solis seems to be some sort of drug, and they seem to be doing something a bit weird. They seem to be injecting it into some test subjects in order to study their reactions, perhaps. And they were curious as to why there was too much of the drug in someone's system. And that presumably is what made them become more aggressive. I still have a hard time processing what's going on. Not gonna lie, I am a bit shook. I cannot read though. It has never been mentioned the trial was supposed to happen on a ship. We all wonder where we are going now. We'll see anyway. Too much money at stake, so we'll have to comply.
They didn't know what they would end up into. Can't say I'm surprised.
There's definitely something a bit mysterious going on. Whether it's like a corporation that was running this behind the scenes and they didn't realise possibly they were part of the experiment the whole time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been here. Have I been here before? Blood everywhere? Storage rooms? No, I don't think I have been here before, actually. Sorry, I just want to keep an eye on the cat, make sure she doesn't fall asleep on my jacket. Nope, definitely not been here before. Ew. Giddy yards. That is a lot of places to be stabbed with a lot of screwdrivers. Somebody was really going for the money shot. What is that noise? It sounds almost insectoid. Giddy yarn. It must have had quite a lot of strength if it was throwing these boxes around. Hello? There's somebody there. Can I help you? I'm an expert with a mop. Oh gosh, everyone is extremely dead. There seems to be more people than bedrooms. Okay, I was expecting the window to be the narrative moment where, like, you know, the death happens. Oh, I think it is. Hi, friend! How are you today? Liking the colour scheme, very alternative. Very unique. Really brings out the you in you, and by you I mean the murderousness in you.
Speechless. As fast as I could. Then I flew out of this place. As fast as I could, too. It's been 2 weeks now, and I still can't wrap my head around what I saw in this ship. Can't either on the big picture. Who did this? Why? And how? Is that ship supposed to be recovered one day? What did they say to those people's families? There's so much we don't know in this universe. And here I am, still not knowing what to do with all of this. But I guess that'll be for another day. Good night.
Wow. That was really nice, actually. That was actually really, really nice. Voice acting was excellent. Really, really professional. It really set the tone. And it was so nice not to have a voice actor who wasn't a teenager, right? Like, I don't quite know how to put this, but people who are in their 20s and their 30s just physically have different voices to people who are in their teenage years. And a lot of small indie projects are made by teenagers. And that's not a problem. When they voice act it themselves and they're trying to be like a gruff space hero or a police officer or something, it kind of takes you out of it a little bit. But the voice acting was really believable. And the story built itself up really nicely. It had a fascinating little mechanic with the cables, which kind of set it apart and made it unique. It had a bizarre, interesting little murder mystery story, which I quite enjoyed. I don't know whether I might have found something different if I'd gone left after that big sort of lump in the wall on the lower level where I went left. I went left into the medical area and I went through that door. If I'd gone right, if I could get my lefts and rights the correct way around, maybe we could have seen some other stuff. Maybe there's been a little bit of extra story there, but that was fascinating. I really, really enjoyed playing that. It was a lovely, lovely little mini space story. I really, really enjoyed that. I look forward to seeing if any more of this comes along or something else. You could make a fun little sort of puzzle game out of that wiring mechanic, but there's a little gameplay mechanic to facilitate the game itself. It was perfectly adequate and rather enjoyable. So, giddy on, I hope you've enjoyed this shotgun of space stories, I suppose. Probably a bit longer than normal, but they were both really enjoyable. I hope you enjoyed them as well. Thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Look after each other, and good night.